Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Tuesday. It's a great day to surround ourselves around the Word of God. And I want y'all to come on in and share the video. I am excited about your future. You need to get excited too because it's still time to pull it off. It's still time to pull it off. God be gotten. And so I need y'all to do what y'all got to do so we can get to where we have to go in the mighty name of Jesus. So y'all come on in. I know y'all getting ready for Thanksgiving and y'all cleaning the greens and all of that kind of good stuff, but we still got stuff that we need to do. And I want to encourage you just for a moment. I'm not going to hold you long, but I want to encourage you that it's still time to pull it off. It is still time to pull it off. And so y'all come on in, share it, share it, share it. Hey, TikTok, how y'all doing? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's still time. 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 And so I need y'all to come on in, share the video. Let me share it. I'm going to share it while people are coming in. I'm still in the Bahamas, y'all, having a ball. Hey, Dabana. Hey, Cherie. I am having a ball in the Bahamas. I will go to the market today, and I don't have to fight like y'all have to do in the States because they don't celebrate it here. So, I mean, a few people, they'll have some stuff in or whatever. But I am going to, it's going to be interesting. For the last 3 years, I have been really making like Thanksgiving dinner for one because my husband is plant based. And so I'll make his own little personal. So we'll have two personal. I have a personal mac and cheese. I have personal cornbread, stuffing or dressing, whatever you want to call it. And I'll make him his own. I will make him like fried mushrooms so he could have like something special. And I'll probably make me chicken gizzards because, why not? And I won't do a turkey because, and I don't even want turkey wings. They cut up their turkey wings so weird here. I don't like it. Like they be hacking them up. Like it ain't like regular turkey wings. Like why you cut it like that? So I don't know that I'll do turkey wings, but I'll do I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm gonna have a Thanksgiving of one. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna plate it so cute. I'm gonna have fried chicken gizzards, macaroni and cheese, just a small macaroni and cheese, because I'm coming down too. Don't act like you don't see it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Um, um, I don't know what else I want. Just mac and cheese and some stuffing and some probably green beans because I had greens a couple of times. So, and that's what we'll do. So, yeah, he'll have green beans and fried mushrooms because I'll have the fried gizzards. He'll have the fried mushrooms. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then I'll make him his own little mac and cheese, or I'll buy it because sometimes they be having it under Amy's and just and zhuzh it up. But we will have Thanksgiving anyway. Um, so y'all come on in, please share it, cheer it. So let me just say this. I know the weather outside is frightful. I know y'all getting ready for Christmas and all that stuff. But you have to understand that you still have to prepare for 26. That's what you're about to live in. And so don't put all of your time. I want you to spend time with your family and all that stuff, but you still got to get to work. What is your life going to look like in 26? And that's what I've been pondering. Just thinking about my life. I'm about to be, well, I am a doctoral student. Oh my God. So classes start for me. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'm good. Like I ain't stressing. I ain't tripping. Um, and so, but that's going to be a part of my life. How will I navigate my business? What things will I keep? What things will I stop? I'm going on tour this year. I got a lot going on this year. What will this year look like? You don't have to be surprised. You could actually plan. Like you don't have to be surprised. I know it's some things that you can't control, but it's a lot of things that you can control. And so, but you have to plan it out. For me, I want to be very intentional. I don't want to invite profitable distractions. I don't want to do something else just because I thought of a good idea and it's not what God would have me to do. How many of you just want to do what God called you to do, because he funds what he called. You know what I mean? He provides peace and fulfillment for what he called. I don't want to be stressed out. Like I just, that's not what I want to do. And so you got to look at your life. What really worked? Now you can't keep lying to yourself and act like, I mean, well, I did. Girl, did it work? Let's look at, if it's a business, look at the bottom line. Did it work? Now it might be some things that you can tweak to make it work, or other things you probably just shouldn't do no more. Just listen. That might be under the things I used to do, I don't do no more. And so but you really have to be honest with yourself. What changes do you have to make? Who got to leave? You know, these are the types of things that you should be thinking and considering at the end of the year. But I want to tell you, my message for you today is that you got to still have faith to still get it done. You still got to get it done. You got to get it done. You ever pull out everything in your closet because you had a great idea at work? Like, I'm going to go home and clean up my closet and switch out my winter stuff. All of that. And then you get home and you just, because the first part is just kind of taking everything out the closet seems fun and liberating. Oh, I didn't even know I had this. Oh my God. And you taking it out. Hey, good morning. And you take it out, and then you like, this pile of mess, and I can't even walk, and now I'm hungry, and now I'm tired, and I don't want to do it. But you're going to have to push this last little bit to still get it done. What if you could prepare right now, this last month, to have, and I just met with a client just maybe 20 minutes ago, and I was saying what we do now in this end month, this last month, you can just sell all year. You can just work on all year. Imagine using this last month to do everything you need for 26. Y'all not shouting with me. Can I get some hearts on TikTok? Can y'all share it? Can y'all help a sister out? I want you to imagine this. Imagine putting together something, right? To where everything, everything you do in this last month, all you're doing is working what you produced this last month. I think that's a good idea. I don't know about you, but that seemed like a good idea to me. I worked this last month, and then all I got to do is work what I created in this last month. So how do we still get it done with it's almost like adults get like, when it's like the end of the school year and them kids ain't paying attention at all. You know, if you don't get that lesson plan done before that last couple of weeks, they are looking out the window like, because they're already gone. They're already on vacation. Well, some of you, that's how you act, but I need you to come back. I need you to come back. Thank you, Toy. I need you to come back. Come back. And you still can get this done. All right. So number one is you got to focus. You got to focus. All the distractions, the commercials, all of this stuff, the sales, all of this stuff that you don't need is popping up at you. When life gets loud, you got to decide what deserves your attention. You're going to be sorry if you don't focus in this season. If you don't focus right now and you just succumb to everything that's coming your way, then 26 is going to look like 25. Hey, Yvonne, 26 is going to look like 25. So my suggestion for you is eat Thursday, but let's get back to work. Don't get caught up in not using or taking full advantage of this last month. Don't take, well, it's only a month, I'll just do it in 26. No, you're late. What if you could prepare all of December and then live the 26 that you want to live? But you got to focus. Don't stare at distractions. Lock in on destiny. Set your mind on what God said and not what fear says. Focus turns scattered energy into unstoppable momentum. So you got to focus. I got to focus. I have to focus. All right. So, and then you can't have too many things in the shot. You know, you ever take a picture with your phone and it's like, it's too many subjects. Like, what are we focusing on? What are we zoned in on? All right. So number one is focus. Put your dreams on portrait mode. Like, it's just about this. Number two is fortitude. Faith gives you the grit to keep going when you're tired, when you're anxious. The Bible says be anxious for nothing. When you're delayed, when you're discouraged. You could be discouraged because you feel like, okay, what's going to happen in this 12th month because nothing happened in the first 11? Listen, God specializes. He specializes in things. That's what Granny said, that seems impossible. Listen, okay, I'll take a fourth quarter. Somebody write that down. I'll take a fourth quarter win. I'll take a Hail Mary at the end. I will do that. You still have time to pull it off. The clock is still ticking. Stop checking out before the game is over. Let me say this. Stop checking out before the game is over. Andrew, we still have time. Come on. You're one idea away from having your dream 2026. You one project away to saying, oh my God, it was worth it. I speak that prophetically over your life. Don't give up. Don't give into doubt. Don't give into, I don't have the money for, don't even, don't entertain that. Don't even do that. This won't be your problem next year. So let's get excited about that. You got something to get excited about. I'll take a fourth quarter win. You know, sometimes people used to say that was an ugly win. I don't care how I win. It's that I win. It's still time on the clock. So I want you to take December, not even December, the rest of November and December to create the year that you want in 2026 and just live it out. All I'm going to do is live it out in 26. All right. So I met with my Power Collective yesterday, and we're doing some major work there. But we got to focus. Number one is focus. Number two is fortitude. Number three is fire. Faith ignites passion, boldness, and urgency. When the enemy tries to convince you that it's too late, faith reignites your fire and reminds you you're still called, you're still chosen, you're still anointed, and you're still capable. And I still got time. In one sitting, I can create an empire. But you got to have the fire to not give up. You got to have the grit. You got to have the grit. They go back to in a tight game, they go back to the huddle and get some instruction and carry out the play. You got to carry out the play. It's still, come on, it's my turn. It's my time and my turn. Okay? A win is a win. Valerie, I'm with you. And so we really have to focus. We have to have fortitude, and we have to have the fire all the way to the end. I was sharing with the collective yesterday. I said last week I did the collective on Monday. I did How to Be a Wife Academy on Tuesday. I did the AI photo shoot boot camp on Wednesday. I did the boot camp on Thursday. And guess what? None of the classes or boot camps cared about the one before. Oh, y'all missed it. Monday didn't care about Tuesday. Tuesday didn't care about Monday. Wednesday didn't care about Tuesday, so on and so forth. They wanted me to show up every single time. If you went to the Brandy and Monica concert, okay? Do what you're doing to me. You take me and you hold me. Bring me in your arms. I love you forever. You don't care nothing about what you did in Cleveland, in Phoenix, in I'm here today. I need you to show up today. And that's the kind of fire you have to have. Every day I got to show up. Every single day I have to show up because my clients need me to show up fresh. They need me to show up anointed. They need me to show up prophetic. They need me to show up to give them what they've been looking for. But let me tell you, faith refuels you. I got enough faith to get through that. I wake up in the morning, have meetings. I had a meeting with my school in Kenya. Oh my God, it is going to be so lit. I'm so excited. I got a big meeting on Monday. Every delay works in my favor. I want y'all to repeat after me. Say every delay works in your favor. Every delay. So I was delayed for a reason. I'm excited about the delay because now I understand God knows, but I know he knows what he's doing. All right. So number one, we said you got to focus, you got to have fortitude, you got to have fire. Number four, you got to move forward. Faith never moves backward. Forgetting those things which are not behind me, pressing forward to the things which are in front of me, I press. Faith moves forward. Even if it's one step at a time, keep going forward. Progress is still progress. Faith movement is proof that you still believe. So just keep moving. Keep moving. Dr. Lisa, it's going to happen. This is the year that it happens. I want you to declare that every day. This is the year. It changes this year. Everything about me changes this year. I am moving forward. I can't wait till our meeting together. Everything moves forward. It's a done deal. Somebody type it's a done deal. It's a done deal. I said what I said. It's a done. You might not be able to see it yet. You may not feel it yet, but we're not moved by centrum evidence. It's a done deal. It's not processing. It's not pending. It's done. Faith says it's done. Even when I can't see it, it's done. It is done. It's a done deal. I want you to declare that every day. Your money, it's a done deal. Your team, it's a done deal. Your reformation, it's a done deal. Your business, it's a done deal. Your academy, it's a done deal. Whoever I'm talking to, whatever your dreams is, I said what I said. The Bible says, believe the prophet, you'll prosper. Listen, it's a done deal. It's done. It's done. I'm just going through the motions. Let's do it. It's done. So number 5 is favor. Faith activates favor. That's somebody somewhere using their power, influence, and ability to help you. Favor has gone before you. It's coming behind you, and it's in the middle of everything that you do. This year was a year of favor for me. It was a year of God's favor. God's favor is more precious than life. God's favor. Hey, listen, I be thinking of songs I forgot about. Favor. Who goes to school in one season, not even 1 year, but one season and get 2 degrees? Favor, though. It was favor. They bent the rules for me. And did. They bent the rules for me. They said you can't take the master's program before your degree is conferred. Why? That's what I said, why? And they said, well, because that's what our handbook says, that you can't. I'm like, but it's the same school. You got my grades. I don't understand. They said, that's this. I said, okay, I wasn't even tripping about it. I still would have finished. I would have been finished December 19th. Still would have been record time. So I just went through my bachelor's program. And at the end of it, my success coach said, did you still want to do the master's? I talked to somebody say that sound like favor. I forgot about it. She said, I talked to my director, and she said, what you can do is, come on, God, what you can do. And I'm not, listen to this, Valerie, listen to this. I don't mind jumping through hoops if I'm going to get what I want. So this is what I had to do. You still couldn't register for the master's teach, girl. You still couldn't register for the master's program until your degree is actually conferred. So even though I finished the bachelor's, it takes about 6 weeks, and they be taking long, but it takes about 6 weeks for the degree to be conferred. Okay. And then you can do. She said, but what my director told me to tell you to do was to enroll in graduate classes. You will be a non-degreed student, and once your degree is conferred, we will have it switched over to a matriculating student. That sounds good to me. And so I took classes and took classes and took classes. My degree was conferred. And then I said, and guess what? A hiccup. Because they didn't know I was going to finish in one term. So they said, well, I said, they told me that once my degree was conferred, they can do it in the system. And well, no, we'll just do it the next term. I said, you don't understand. There will be no next term for me. They said, what do you mean? I said, I'm doing all of the classes this semester. They said, you're doing 9 classes this semester? And am. They said, well, right now we see you only completed 4. We only on week 2. What that got to do with me? What that got to do? What that got to do with me? I said, I need to talk to such and such because I enrolled in this program and I paid this money based on the fact that, and I told her I was going to finish. I don't know if she believed me in one semester. Long story short story long, everything got worked out. I was matriculated, I finished in one semester with a 4.0. I mean, I'm just going to say in the midst of the chaos, you didn't need to know about the chaos because I wasn't shook. I was like the woman whose son died. It is well. It is well with my soul. I'm stressed for what? Yvonne, I come this far? I'm just going like, you told me, I got the email saying that whatever, and they fixed it and it's done. Congratulations. They sent my thing over the other day, degree completion report, to see if my name was right. Y'all, that sound like favor. The supernatural becomes normal for me. When I operate in God's faith, it was a done deal before I started. What did I say I was going to do? They just didn't expect me to do it. They said, well, we'll just do it now. No, it ain't going to be no next semester for me. I'm done. Y'all don't know how good it feels. I check 2 school emails right now. I'm just trying to see once my degree come, my master's come, right? So I just check my University of Maine email, and then I check my Liberty email. Because technically, I'm still a part of 2 schools. Favor. Opportunities appear, resources align, and people help. Let me say it again. Opportunities appear, resources align, and people help. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Opportunities appear, resources align, and people help. It's a done deal. Number 6, you got to fight. Faith gives you the willingness to war for what belongs to you. I told you in that situation, I was emailing everybody. No, that's not what you said. You don't fold under pressure. You fight back with prayer, persistence, and prophetic confidence. What you don't confront, you can't conquer. So I'm just like, okay, no. They's like, ma'am, we're going to take care of it. I want to know when it's taken care of. I want you to contact me because I want it straight. You got to fight for it. You got to fight for it. You got to fight for it. And then I had the same issue with the new school, Liberty. They said you have to have here we go. But see, here's what you forget. You forget God's history. So now I get to a new school, and that obviously is the practice that before they could accept me into the PhD program, I have to have a master's degree that's conferred. The problem is times overlap, and I won't be able to get into the spring semester if I wait for my degree to be conferred. So I called the University of Maine. Oh, there's nothing we can do. It is a manual process. God will always, Andrea, give you another way. So I called Liberty and I said, listen, I want to come. You want me to come? I want to come. They said, well, in order for you to get accepted, we have to have we can take your grades, but that's not an official transcript. And They said, let us try to see if we can get it from the University of Maine. The next day, somebody shout the next day. Somebody shout the next day. The next day I got an acceptance letter. Sound like you were. Sound like favor to me. But God had done it before, so why would I worry this time? Y'all don't want to talk like that. Because if he did it before, he could do it again. Like, if he did it before, it was the same issue before. You going through the same issue, but you had a bill before. And you made a way. That's what you said. When my back was against the wall, and it looked as if it was over you. Y'all be at that altar. And we're standing here only because this is not the first time you've been in a job situation. This is not the first time you've been in a crisis. This is not the first time your family had some issues. And what did he do? That's how I'm gonna talk to y'all. I got 2-year-old granddaughters. I'm not trying to treat you like a child, but when you act like that, I'm gonna be like, but what did he do? And what did he do? Tell me what he said. Tell me what he did. Okay, so we worry for what? Okay, go back. Like, stop playing. That's how I'm doing, y'all. That's what I'm doing in 26. That's how you're gonna be treated in 26. The minute you start cutting up like he ain't gonna bless you. He has 100% success rate. That's right. I've never seen the righteous forsaken. Y'all know I hear songs now. I never seen it. I never seen that. Been in other places, but I never seen. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, and I'm the righteous. Just in case you didn't. Nor his seed begging bread. I've never seen it. So he ain't getting ready to start now. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So I'm just going to go with what he said. This is what I do. Like, this is what I do. When I tell you, I'm like, God, how am I going to pay for it? So they said the bill. I'm like, oh, now y'all, everything was going great until the bill came. Like, the congratulations, you're accepted, welcome, LU. All of that was good until they sent the bill. I'm like, why you got to do that? Like, you just don't want me to have a good time. Why you got to? particulars. I said, God, you got me here. How many of you know it's a done deal? It's a done deal. I declare my tuition is fully paid, fully funded. And you ain't going to send me somewhere you ain't going to pay for. So I'm like, God, you got me here. You know I didn't want a doctorate. You got me here. You know I wasn't even going back to school, Jesus. And so for you to do this and you pay for, and the bachelor's is debt free, the master's is debt free. What we doing? I'm not taking, they keep sending out the FAFSA form. Stop sending me the FAFSA. I'm not filling that out. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking out any loans. I'm not doing it. I owe no man nothing but to love him. I declare I'm walking in my debt-free season. So I'm not about to do it for this. I don't care how much it is. I'm like, God, happy birthday, Joy. God, it's a done deal. I'm not worried about it. I'll check my account every day until I see it. And I'm like, oh, okay, he sent it. I'm not worried about it. I bet you I'll be in school. Like, what you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? You serious? You think I'm a fret now? You think I'm a get out of here. Get out of here. Hey, Marcia, fight for it though. Fight for it. Fight for it. I'm gonna write a faith confession today for my tuition. Because I just believe this is going to be taken care of. It's a done deal. Number 7, but wait, let me say this. But all the things that I accomplished this year, it don't mean it wasn't a fight. Now, I ain't going to act like it wasn't a fight. I know I made it look easy, but there was some nights where I was like, I don't feel like doing nothing, but I had to do it. My husband asked me one day, he said, you got something to do? I'm like, I always have something. Like, sir, I'm taking 9 master's classes in one semester. Don't ever ask, do I have something to do? It's always a paper due. It's always a PowerPoint due. It's always a video that needs to be done. And I just got through it. I had to fight through it. I wanted to stay in the bed, but I had to get up. So I would get up at 5 o'clock, like, look at the computer, like, okay. And then I would go to bed at 2:30, like, okay. Yeah, add those hours up. And I would just do it. I would fall asleep oftentimes with a computer in my hand, but I only had to do it for 2 months. Okay, God is faithful. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Won't he will? Won't he will? 2 months ain't long at all. It was actually 4 months because I did 2 and 2, but 4 months ain't long at all. I was killing it. By that time, I had momentum. Momentum is forward moving. It's like going down a hill. At some point, it just goes on its own. Teach, Pastor Monica. Okay, that's your prophetic word. If you would just get going, I move like clockwork, automatic. It's like kinetic energy. One thing hits the other. You ever see those silver balls like in a counselor's office or therapist's office? Yeah, that's kinetic energy. One ball, it's a science that gets the other ball rolling. Just get going. Everything else will fall in line. Just get going. Hallelujah. Just get it going. Just get it going. Just get it going. Hallelujah. All right. Number 7 is fruit. Faith expects results. You're not just working, you're producing. Fruit reminds you that your prayers, your sacrifices, and your obedience are not in vain. If you keep sowing, you will eventually reap. I just kept one more paper. I'm like, oh, now those PowerPoints got on my nerves. I'm like, why? If I did a paper about it, I know about it. Why do you need points? Okay, it's just the paper. Read the paper. I don't understand what we got to do. Oh, they work my nerves. And then especially the professors who want a recording with the PowerPoint. Now you want 3 things with the same thing. You ain't getting ready to check none of this stuff. You think I don't know what you do. Anyway, I will be right up there. Hi, this is Monica Haskell for OLS 500. Because I got to do what them people tell me to do. And so I would just get through it. Just get through it. So let's see. How many classes did I take? If I finished, anyway, I don't know. You need 120 credits for a bachelor's. So how many credits? And then there was 1 or 2 1-credit classes. But anyway, in theory, How many classes did I take? 40. 40 times 30 is 40 times 3 is 120. So 40 classes. So I had to take 40 classes, and then 3 of those classes could transfer it into my master's. So I took 40 classes, and then I had to take 9 classes. So you're talking about 49 classes, not credits, 49 classes in a let's say 6-month time frame, because I tested out of some classes. So in a 6-month time frame, 40, wrap your mind around it, 49 classes. Everything that you had to do in 4 years, I had to do in that time frame. I had to take art history. I had to take Spanish. I was in there like, Complianos. My daughter was like, you're not even going to try to sound Spanish. You're not going to even try to put the accent on. I'm like, girl, I'm just trying to. I had to take statistics. I had to take everything I was afraid of. 49 classes. The master's was easier than the bachelor's because I was interested in what the master's had. Organizational leadership, I love it. That other stuff, I was sitting there like, I don't care about impressionist art. I don't care about the Renaissance. I just don't. I'm sorry. I probably should care. I probably could work it into some stuff that I do, but I'm not. Like, why do I have to do this? I am sorry to my children for telling them, you're going to need this stuff later. Most of it you won't. You just not going to ever talk about this stuff again. So I'm 52 years old. I know the truth now. You just don't need it. Marcia said, I'm getting dizzy thinking. But guess what I had to tell myself, Marcia? I got the mind of Christ. Every time I would get confused. Now, I sent the paper or two to the wrong instructor. It's all right. They all right. I was like, oh, sorry. I got the mind of Christ. I can do unthinkable things. And I just got through it. In every class, I was closer to the end. Every day, I was closer to never having to do it again. Now it gets easier from here. Not that a PhD program is going to be easy, but it's more focused and it's on what I want to do. So I'm going to be in it. Like, let's do it. You know I got to be the best. So you know I'm going to be all in it. And I'm like, I'm going to shoot for a 4.0 with that. And I don't even know if it matters. But I get to have bragging rights. Okay, a 4.0 all throughout my collegial career. Now you're talking about somebody who had a 1.75 33 years ago. Okay, it's a big difference. Why am I telling you this? Because it don't matter what was. Who am I today? Stop letting your past dictate your future. My past can't say nothing to me now. I'm like, nah, boo, boo. I did it. Perfect. I didn't just do it, I did it perfect. Loser. That thought is a loser, not me. I'm not even how I behaved. I'm who God said I was. I am God's original intention for my life. I just went back, let's get back to Eden and live on top of the world. I got back to who God says I'm getting emotional. Well, I got winged eyeliner on. I can't cry today. Listen, I'm getting back to who God said I was in the beginning. He says, and it was good. I was the answer to man's problem. Let us make a suitable, qualified help me. So I was all that from the beginning. I might have messed up. It don't matter. Who did God say I was from the beginning? I'm all that. I'm an answer to problems. The reason why Monica Haskell, Denise, if you want to go, Monica Denise Haskell solves problems is because I was created, Yvonne, in the beginning to be an answer. Up until man was created, everything that God created, and it was good, 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 it was good, it was good. It was not until after man was created, sorry, man, that he says it's not good for man to be alone. Let us create. I was created to help. I was created to be a solution. I was created to be an answer. And that's who I am. I live up to who I am. That's why I help people. Because I'm suitable. I'm qualified. I was qualified before the title. I was qualified before the degree. I just now know what them theories is called. I was like, oh, that's what that is. I was doing it. I am in class with people who've been in school all of these years and they study it as theory. And I'm just like, yeah, that does work. Because when I started my school in Kenya, that does work. Because when I started, listen, I'm proof. That's a window dressing to who I already am. Teach. That's your word. You don't have to wait to become. Become it now. God will validate it later. Become it now. You said, Pastor Mike, I don't know if people will follow you. Follow what? You're not doing nothing. We don't have to. People ain't gonna follow parked cars. Like, oh, that'll be fun. Become it. If you build it, they'll come. You design it. You create it. They'll buy it. Teach, girl. I'm just doing the best I can. I don't care when nobody coming. I created the classes. When nobody coming, I remember, Andrea, this is so ghetto. I got some testimonies. That's why I got all of these books, because I got so many stories and they are just the absolute truth. So one time, Dr. Lisa, we was going to one of the timeshare. That's before we could, this is before the house in the Bahamas type of stuff. This is when we could go on vacation because we did timeshare stuff and we was good cop, bad cop. And I would be like, babe, we're not buying this. Okay, babe, okay. But my husband, by the third manager that came over, he would be wore down. Babe, I think we could, I said, we're not doing it. Anyway. So we was on a timeshare thing in Virginia. I remember because Matthew dropped his phone in the pool. I just recollect, right? So we took the kids on a vacation and we always be like, Lauren, watch your brothers because we got to go to this presentation. Because that's how we got the tickets, okay, to Busch Gardens and all that stuff. So you can judge us, but we had to do what we had to do. And so I remember I was working on my website for PM University. And Matthew had this Mickey Mouse blanket. And it wasn't a laptop, y'all. Y'all gonna be like, this is so ghetto. Tori know what I'm talking about because we used to, when I had my office building downtown, I would do the same thing. Ghetto. I would wrap I had a big iMac, and I would wrap my big iMac in this Mickey Mouse blank quilt, like, blanket comforter. And I took it on the trip because I would play with my kids. And when I had downtime, I was building PM University. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, okay, so they'll be able to sign up and reoccurring payments will go out. It was not as easy as it is now. And I had to build the back end. It looked good, but then every time I would get to one point to sign up, it would freeze. And I wanted to throw that computer, but I'm like, oh, but that's your computer. And I worked on it until the end of the trip. I got it done. I was like, babe, I did it. The payment went through. I was present for my kids. I was present for my husband, but downtime, I was right on that computer. I built a school for nobody who was enrolled. I didn't know that people was going to come. And years later, some of the same people are still enrolled. I didn't know. So I know what some of you like, but I don't know if they go, but you won't know until you do it. Years later, I make millions teaching classes. I didn't know people was going to listen to what I have to say. I didn't know I was going to learn the skill. Like, oh, y'all want to learn this? Okay, you could come to this class. I didn't know them people like, oh, we do. I didn't know I would have conferences halfway around the world and people say, oh, I want to go and actually go. I didn't know. Am I helping? I hope I'm encouraging you today. I didn't know. I had a boot camp like about maybe 4 months ago. Some of you were on it, the author certification book. I didn't know 60 people was going to pay $1,000 and I'm sitting home making 60,000 like, hey, y'all, are y'all ready? I didn't know. I did not know. I would have a class before that called Rich Girls and make $50,000 or $70,000 a couple months before. I didn't know. I didn't know I would learn how to do books in almost 700 people in 1 year. Not 700 people. It was 700 books because I did multiple books. I didn't know I was going to make over $600,000 in 5 months. I didn't know people were going to do it. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know because I had my own clothing line and handbag line and shoe line and all that. And I said, you know what? I could do it for other people if they want to do it. If people want to do some of the same things I can do since I know how to do it, and I'll just do a package for them. I didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, when stuff worked, I'd be like, oh, that works. Maybe you better do stuff based off of what you don't know. Teach, Pastor Monica. I'm almost done. You better do stuff based. I know you're used to doing stuff based off what you know. I'm telling you, faith makes you do stuff that you don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't always, oh my God, have all the answers. I don't know. I set out to do something in theory that worked. I was like, so wait a minute. If they say you can take this many classes, then that means I could do this by this and this by this. It sounded good on paper, but I didn't know if it was going to work. But it did though. It did though. It did though. I'm like, you, what the heck you mean? I remember talking to Toya and Christina in the office, and I said, I'm getting ready to start school. They was like, what? You said you would never go back. Mind your business. I said, I'm going to start school. And I was like, I'm going to finish in one semester. They like, oh, okay. Now they've learned to trust me because I do crazy stuff, but they didn't know nobody who did it. They like, okay, if you say you're going to do it. By the time some of my friends checked in, I was finished. I didn't know if it was going to work. I did not know. My husband was like, what? What kind of school is that? I was like, no, it's accredited. It's University of Maine. He's like, really? He said, wait, babe. Then the nights where I was up and he was peeling the computer from my hand, he was like, why are you putting this much pressure on yourself? Why are you doing this? Because I don't want to do this for months and years. I don't know that I could stay committed to this. You know, I'd be acting like I got ADD. I'm a creative. I don't want to stick with anything that long. I don't want to do this like this. He said, okay. You know, when I get like that, like this, let me not even. The day I took my last class, I said, babe, I'm done. He said, I thought the end of the semester was. I said, yeah, but I put a demand on myself to be done 2 weeks early. He said, why? I said, I don't know, just because. She's just as crazy as she want to be. But I didn't know if it was going to work. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I just be 100% with y'all? First class, second class, I'm like, this is too easy for me. Like, what is going on? Like, this is supposed to be more difficult because I had always told myself that it was so difficult, that I'm smart in other ways. I knew I was intelligent. That wasn't the issue. It's just like, I don't want to do school. My brain shuts off with things I don't think is useful. So in my mind, it was two things I didn't think I could pass. Spanish, for whatever reason, I just didn't get it. And math. And I was just like, and you need those to get a degree. So I just won't get one. I'll just be rich. So I had to face my fears. But once I got through those classes, and I'm smart enough to know I took those classes first. What really got me was the biology. I passed the biology with flying colors, but it's that biology lab. Thank you for my son-in-law, because I was like, I don't understand nothing these people are talking about. Anyway. When I got through a few of them, I was like, this is becoming too easy for me. I really felt like something was wrong. I'm like, this shouldn't be this easy. And I was like, there's going to be a hiccup somewhere. Because see, that's what we tell ourselves, that this can't be true. Even though you prayed for it, you bugged God about it and all of that, this can't be happening. And I was like, something is going to happen. And not something. The Holy Spirit told me, Yvonne, to call the girl, the success coach. And in theory, I had mapped it out right, that I only have 10 classes I need to take because I had tested out all the other classes. And I called her and I said, I pulled up my degree report or whatever that is. It's like an analysis to see what you need to do to graduate. I said, it says I need 29 credits. That can't be right. And she says, was it 29 credits? No, 30, you needed 30 credits. So whatever it was 5 more classes than I was supposed to have. I needed 5 more classes. I said, this here says I need 5 more classes, 39, I think. 5 more classes or whatever. And she said, yeah, that's correct. And I was like, that's not correct. And I went through all of this stuff. She said, no, it's correct. I'm like, midway through, and I'm telling people I'm gonna finish in one term. But Levi, I'm gonna tell you, God will give you faith to go the distance. Now I'm already taking 10 classes. That's a full load. That's craziness already. This is for the bachelor's. And now you telling me in the middle of it, if I hadn't asked you, now me and her, yeah, we might, okay, can't say that more. Yeah. You what? In the middle of it, I need 5 more classes. I closed the computer. I was hot. And I sent another email. I said, can I test out of these classes? Can I transfer? She said, sure. And I went to another place and I tested out of all 5 of those places in the same semester. Because I wasn't going out like that. You should have told me. But she didn't. So now 15 classes, because basically that's what that is. Now the master's, I was like, only 9 classes, tomatoes, like whatever. They're like, oh, no. Master's classes are much more. It's much more writing. I'm like, I wrote 700 books. Like, I didn't tell them that. I'm thinking I wrote 700 books. Like, you're not going to give me with writing. Like, it's whatever. So that was easy. So guess what I did? What? I looked up what I have. I got all my classes that I need for the PhD. Only 20 classes? Oh, get out of here. Stop it. I know some of you like, no, they're 20 PhD classes. No. Other people did it. I got this. I already started looking up stuff. I started getting stuff off degreeforum.com. I started looking at other students. I love my white counterparts. I do. I love my white brothers and sisters because y'all always document everything and upload everything online. And I'm looking at classes and tests. I already watched the dissertations. I got this. See, the thing about me, the reason why I got 2026, the reason why I got my PhD already in my head, the reason why is because I don't wait to prepare. You said, well, Pastor Monica, at least you get 2.5 months off before your classes start. Who got 2.5 months off? I study every day. Why? Because I can't go into that place and not have mastered it. I cannot go into that place. I'm about to doctor it up. I got to be at the top of my class. You know, I got a grade point average to uphold. I don't wait. That's what I'm saying. You wait until January for what? If you wait till January, you're not serious. Just say you're not serious. Just say I'm playing again. 26 is going to be just like 25. And 25 was just like 23. And 23 was just like 20. Yeah, just tell me that. That's what you say. When you say you're going to wait, I'm just going to enjoy the holiday. Yeah, just say you're not serious. God bless you. I love you though. Just tell me. You got to have discipline. Discipline is enforced obedience. Y'all saw me. I was all over the world. I was still kicking it. I was still having fun. I'm still happily married. So, you know, I don't know how to say that tactfully. I was like, you know, he was getting something. I'm married. Okay. So he happy. My kids, they cool. You see me with my grandkids. I had grace to handle everything attached to my assignment. I was still pastoring. I'm still mentoring. I'm still teaching. I had to eat. So I'm still working. I had to do that in the midst of all that I am and all that and didn't have a nervous breakdown. Why? Because I had the grace. I got the grace, the elegance of movement. I had the Spirit of God working on the inside of me. I'm not overwhelmed. I'll tell you this last story and I'm done. This was so good today. Y'all need to go back over it because if you was a slacker, I know you like, dang, she all up in my face like that. I got 3 granddaughters now and they all love this show, even Malia. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Bear hunt. Oh my God. It's the most irritating thing. I want y'all to look it up on YouTube. And they have different episodes. They have different celebrities, but it's a cartoon thing. So it's all this thing, bear hunt. And they got this irritating. And so Mari, bear hunt, Mimi. No, not that one, not that one. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, and I do rude stuff before I leave because I know the parents hate having to turn on Bear Hunt because they want to watch episode. It's not like TV back in the day, like the show come on and then goes off. The kids know. The kids know. The kids know it's on YouTube. They be like, Alexa, they know, okay? So when I be leaving the house, this is so wrong. When I be leaving the home, I be like, all right, see y'all, I'm going on a bear hunt. They be like, Mom, stop it. They be like, bear hunt, mommy. That's so wrong. I live for moments like this. But let me tell you about the bear hunt. Either people or whoever is going on a bear hunt. And they got this irritating song. So it goes like this. I'm going on the bear hunt, going on the bear hunt. I got my binoculars, I got my binoculars. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. And so here's the issue though. Every episode of the bear hunt, there's something that there's an obstacle in their way as they're going on this bear hunt. There's either a bunch of mud that they gotta go through. It's an ocean. It's something that's blocking them from their destination. So the rest of the song is going on the bear hunt, going on the bear hunt. Got my binoculars, got my binoculars. I'm not scared. The next part is so prophetic. It says, you can't go over it. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go under it. You gotta go through it. You know, preachers will find a message and everything. No, you missed it. You missed it. Some things in life you can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go over it. You gotta go through. I had to finish those classes because I gotta go through it. You can't get to the masters without the bachelors. You gotta go through. You don't like it, and I know you don't think art has its place, and you don't want to do none of this stuff. But you gotta go. You can't go over it. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go under it. You gotta go through it. Isn't that? No, y'all missed this prophecy. Some of you are going through it right now, but you don't understand. In order for you to get to your destination, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. My thing is stop stopping in the valley. It's just go through it. Just go through it. Just go through it, Joy. Just go through it. You can't go over it. Now you got to hear this irritating something. You can't go under it. You gotta go through it. You ain't the only one that's been through. There is no temptation such as common to man where God won't provide a way of escape, which means you ain't the only one that had to deal with this. You ain't the only one that had to deal with baby daddies, other relationships. You're not the only one that had to deal with betrayal. You can't go over it. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. You can't go under it. You gotta go through it. Just go through it. Pastor Monica, what did you do when it got tough? Buckle up. It's turbulence. Buckle up, ride it out. I can't do nothing about it. I got to go through. Can't go over it. When I went back to school, and I know y'all are sick of this testimony, but when I went back to school, I had went to school 33 years ago, and I failed out of school, 1.75. I can say that with pride now. I had a 1.75. And I thought, as an adult student, a continuing education student, I just paid for school. Like, I want to enroll in school. Obviously, at 52, if I'm going to school, I'm serious about it. Like, what? Them people made me write a letter of why I had the grades that I'm like, what? God said, because you a preacher. You used to talking yourself out of stuff. You're a writer. You can write your way. He said, no, but some stuff you got to deal with. Can't go over it, can't go over it, you can't go under it, you can't go under it, you gotta go through. I wrote the heck out of that letter. The lady called me, and she wasn't supposed to do that because you're supposed to get a decision and all that. She's like, I'm not supposed to call you. She said, but they're going to send you a letter. She said, I was so inspired. Just go through it, y'all. I love y'all so much. I hope this can't go over it. Well, I want y'all to watch an episode, please. Now, it's some, I just learned this. I was preaching at a conference in I remember it was Florida, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, like 3 weeks ago, I was preaching in Puerto Rico, and it was a childhood educator, childhood development person that like she ran daycares and stuff. And when I used that illustration in the message, like people was loving it. You can't go over it. You can't go. Okay. So we got all of these adults talking about going on a bear hunt, and she said, "Oh, I'm very familiar with that." And I said, "But then I got some that my granddaughter's back. No, not that one. Maybe they go off." And she said, "Do you know why they don't?" Oh, my mom, shut up. She said, "Do you know why they don't want to watch certain episodes?" And she named some of the episodes that they. I'm like, "You're right. They don't want to watch those." She said, "Because they don't have any binoculars." That's already a word because they couldn't see. The kids don't want to watch the certain episodes because to me, you're missing a part of the process. You couldn't see. So yeah, come on, y'all. I see clearly now. Faith causes me to see clearly. I got my binoculars. I love y'all so much. I hope this. Did that get under? I hope this. When you cutting greens, you like, PM, I'm coming for you. PM, you're right. You're right. I'm not gonna let it. If PM didn't stop, I'm not gonna stop. If PM did it, Toya's like, you literally watch me through the process. You watched me through I'm not even trying to pick on Toya. Toya told me at least 2 years. I think you told me before you left. Toya is my spiritual daughter that left for 7 years, came back. I think before you left, you said you were going back to school. When you came back, you said you were going back to school. And your spiritual mother in front of your eyes in 2 months did what you said you were doing for the last 7 years. I don't get it. I don't understand. If I'm not being a model for you, I don't know. Pose for the camera now. Pose for the camera. What? Daughters, what am I not doing? Crystal, what am I? Like everything that I'm doing in front of y'all, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What? 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 You're too close. All of y'all are too close. You're too close to me to not manifest whatever you say. I'm literally showing you. I'm like, do this, do that. All you gotta do is do this, do that, do this, do that. You let somebody come from behind and take it and do it. And I'm like, oh, such and such did it. And you know the such and such should be on ridiculous face. She did it, and 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 she did it. Like what? I don't understand. If I had somebody this close to me, I'd be like, and so can you tell me how you did that? What I gotta pay? I don't mind paying. What I gotta pay? What I gotta do? Just tell me what to do. Can I go with you? This is how it would be. Can I go with you? Can I sit down with you? You would not be able to move. I'll be like, okay. And so and when you start the school, can you tell me what to do? Can you tell me what? Toya knows. Toya was my first assistant. Toya worked for me. I had a building downtown. Toya worked for me. You weren't working for me then. I don't know where you're working for me then. When I had the empowerment center, so I had a center. I had events and different things like that. So everything you're doing, you're moving in my footsteps. I know what to do. I don't understand. I don't understand. Toya working. I'm not saying that she's not working. I'm just saying we gotta have another level of manifestation on 26. Don't get cut from the roster. Y'all might be cut from my roster. Y'all may not. Y'all gonna be cut from my roster. You was working for me at the empowerment. Okay. Y'all gonna be cut from my roster. Y'all don't go to the G League because I only want starters. Okay, because I'm not about to do this no more. Okay, Crystal. Crystal said I'm making up time, working hard. Watch me. Okay. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm manifesting too much. My children need to look like me. My daughters need to look like me. I'm just saying. I need to be able to see some resemblance. Like she did it, 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 she did it. Marcia said I'm working. I love y'all. Let's get some seed in the ground. Today was incredible. Today was absolutely phenomenal. I probably will listen to this video myself. I'm encouraged. If you don't think discouragement tries to sit right here on me, you're not making a difference. You're not. Now I know the devil and his imps are a lie, but sometimes he get on me. I'd be like, when is it gonna break? When is it gonna be everything that God told me it was gonna be? But all I gotta do is just keep helping one person at a time. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna keep doing what God called me to do. That's what I'm gonna do. I just said I'm gonna just show up day and night, just doing what God called me to do. So PM Global One is the Cash App, PayPal is PM at PastorMonica.com. Zelle is Lady M Haskell at AOL.com. You know you were blessed by this message today. You need to sow something. You need to sow something. Sow something. 26. I'm a build in the end of November, December, and I'm going to just yield everything in 26. Whatever I create from here through December 31st, I'm going to live off of that. I'm going to live off of that. I'm going to live off of that. In the name, how many of y'all received that? I'm just going to live. Everybody sow something. Everybody on here sow something. PM Global One is the Cash App. PayPal is PM at PastorMonica.com. Zelle is Lady M Haskell at AOL.com. Cherie, 1,000 times in this season. Everybody get a seed. You get something. And you sow into this grace. Sow into this grace. Sow into what kind of grace? The get it done in record time grace. The get it done to defy odds grace. It blessed my life when I Googled, can you do what I did? And Google said no. I'm like, oh, somebody need to update Google because it's been done. It's been done. It's been done. This is your season to make history. It's your season to do the unthinkable. It's your season to do what no man has ever done. This is your season for eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, and neither has it entered the hearts of men what great things God has in store for me. And you ain't seen nothing yet. And come January, I'm going to break another record. I ain't telling y'all so knows. You have to wait. I'm going to break another record, a world record. It has never been done before. It has never been done before. You need to find something. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go make God famous. Let's go make God famous. Are y'all sowing? Put seeds on. Put seeds on. I want to bless your seed. Put seeds on. I speak to your seed. I speak to your seed right now, and I call it to multiply with everything you need. With everything you need. With everything. I call your seed to multiply. In the name of Jesus. Your seed has ears. You better talk to it. You better talk to it. Talk to it. Tell it to meet your needs. Tell it to exceed your expectation. Marcia, 1,000 times in this season. Andrea, 1,000 times in this season. Tell it where to go. Tell it what to do. You got power. Dominate in the name of Jesus. You got power to speak to your seed and tell it to go somewhere. Tell it to produce. Speak to your harvest. You got the mind of Christ. You got the power of God living on the inside of you. You get to tell it to rise up in the name of Jesus. I'll never sow a seed that don't bring me back 1,000 times in this season. Crystal, 1,000 times. I'll never live it. Because I'm a sower, I'm a reaper. Okay, it goes with it. Okay, I sow, I reap, repeat. I sow, I reap, repeat. I sow, I reap, repeat. I'm a cheerful, hilarious, prompt to do it giver, doing 1,000 times. I'm a cheerful, hilarious, prompt to do it giver. Therefore, men give to me. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I make things happen for the kingdom. Guess what? He makes things happen for me. Doing your delay was nothing but processing time. Your delay was it was prep time for your future. I saw you put a book out that we had done a year ago, and I saw the feedback you started getting. God says it's your season, but you getting ready to live an Amos 9:13 life before your friends and everything. People gonna be like, Dawn, how did you? All of a sudden, it's gonna be book after book after book. We already got them done. It's already done. Book after book after book after book, book after book. Like, when did you do that? How did you do that? Wait. Every time I turn around, you doing it. Yeah. No, it's your time. It's your turn in your time. It's your turn in your time. In your turn. Tanya, 1,000 times in this season. It's your turn in your time. I don't care 60 where. What? Okay, I'm gonna show you how it's done. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to show every other person my age that it ain't too late. It ain't over until God says it's over. It ain't over until God says it's done. Hey, no. It ain't over. We're gonna have a manifestation party. How would y'all like that? All of the people that we've ever worked together and stuff, we could have a manifestation party and we bring all the stuff that we've ever done. What kind of encouragement, foolishness would that be for the kingdom? I did it before years ago. I did a conference for women in ministry in Atlanta, and everybody that was in the room, I had helped in some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna find the picture. Dawn always gonna go with me with the music. And I said, all of you that I've ever helped, I want y'all to come up here and show what we've done. And people had t-shirts and they had books and all that stuff. And it was more than half of the room of this filled ballroom that had to come up. I've been helping people for a long time. What if I had a manifestation party? And I want to do it. Toya, I want to do it. I want to do a manifestation party, and I want everybody to bring everything. I want you to see what one person who said what a yes can produce. What a yes, because I said yes. I have to even invite some other people. Maybe we could reconnect. Everybody come. All this was in my belly. All of this was in my mind. And because I said yes, they said yes too. Okay, let's do a yes campaign. All right, I love you. I have another meeting. All the people you helped, Dr. Lisa, don't you be weary and well doing. Even if they forgot, God didn't. God never forgets a seed sown. He never forgets a seed sown. He never forgets a seed sown. They may forget, but he never forgets a seed sown. So you ain't even got to worry. You don't have to worry. And don't be afraid. I'm going to stop singing, y'all. Joy comes in the morning. Troubles, they don't last always. But there's a friend, I don't know why I started tenor, in Jesus who will wipe your tears away. Yvonne, come on. And if your heart is broken, just lift your hands and say, oh, I know that I can make it. Hey, I know that I can stand no matter what. Y'all, manifestation party, like, look what the Lord has done. Because that picture would be so powerful, because I'm one person, but God had this seed in you before we ever connected. But I was there, some water, some plant, some water, but God gives the increase. But Marcia, here's the powerful thing. Here's the powerful thing, that y'all stand as representation for the thousands of people that are waiting for you. So the picture will go like this. Toya, it's kind of like a little, what's that thing you call it? What's that thing on Instagram that's like it's like not like a video, but it's like a whatever. So the picture will go like this. It will be us, it will be me, right? And all of y'all behind me, and you will hold up or try. Some of y'all got so much stuff. I don't know if y'all can hold it up with one hand, but you would hold up all the things that you were able to create because of our connection. And then it would be like a whatever that thing is. And then I want you to turn around for the people that are waiting behind you. That's how it would go. You know that's powerful. I love y'all so much. The rest of you, you need to sow something. You need to get a seed. If you don't have it now, you need to determine you're going to have one by the end of the day, and you want to sow something. I would not be in this environment and not sow a seed. All right? A jib. Okay, that's what's called. Y'all sow something. All right? I love y'all so much. God bless us, Lord. Bless us, Lord. Help us to remember this. Help us to be encouraged, to not be weary in doing well, because this is our season to reap. Amen. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yes, we're going to be on tomorrow. The green's cooking. You just turn me on, watch on the TV, and we still going to do that. All right? I love y'all so much. All right. God bless you.